Hello friends, hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to talk about the personal interview. This video is going to be of immense help to you if you seriously want to improve your performance in an interview. Watch this video carefully and listen very attentively because this is going to help you a lot. So today we'll talk about personal interview. Before starting, let me share some of the important facts about the interview. 1 out of 4 candidates are rejected because of their appearance. There are 118 applications for one job position. And most commonly asked questions are answered badly in an interview. So these are the certain facts about interview. You are going to get the answer of some of the commonly asked questions like what interview is, how to prepare, how to give your best, why interview, and how to prepare, and what are the do's and don'ts of an interview. So let us understand what the interview is. Interview is a conversation between two or more people where they ask you some questions to elicit some facts and statements about you so that they can hire you. It's professional situation, not the personal. It's a conversation, it's not an interrogation. Right? For companies, why do companies come to our campus? They come because they get all the talented pool of students at the same place. They get all the specifically qualified students for their job positions. And it saves their cost, time and effort. That's why they are coming to us. They are coming to us because of their own benefit, not for us. For you, for students, this is once in a lifetime opportunity. Once you are out of campus, you are open for the open competition, right? And for you, it is the time where you face the least competition in your life because there is only selected number of students. You know the strength and weakness of your friends or of the fellow candidates. Another thing for student is they know that how they are different from rest of the candidate and how to compete with them. So these are the few things for you. One more important thing is you are getting a job even before you graduated, right? So this is a very important opportunity for you all. Now, when the company visit, they have certain expectations from you. What expectations do they have? And if you fulfill these expectations, they select you for it. The expectation is simply that you should be good in your technical knowledge because you are studying for the 4 years, 2 years or 3 years. So what did you learn? What are some of the professional skills you have? They expect whether this candidate can be trained, this candidate can be molded, this can be guided and directed. And do you have the ability to work in a team? So all these are the common expectations are there from the companies from a student. Now, an interviewer asks many questions to himself first before he hires you. Like, do I want this candidate in my team? Would this candidate will be able to work in a team? Would he be able to perform well there? Can he be trained? Can he be molded? Is he coachable? ये सारी चीज़ें एक इंटरव्यूअर देखता है कि इस कैंडिडेट में ये सारी चीज़ें हैं कि नहीं. and if he gets the answer of all these questions in yes, then he hires you for the particular job position. Now, how to prepare? Preparation requires efforts and hard work. First and foremost thing is your resume. You have to prepare your resume well, and you should be able to justify each word written in your resume. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि रिज्यूम में कोई एक वर्ड लिखा है, कुछ भी लिखा है, and you are not able to explain it well, right? So you should be able to justify each word written in your resume. Some companies conduct group discussion before they go for personal interview. So you have to prepare yourself for the group discussion as well. Then your aptitude, because there are some companies they conduct the aptitude test also, written test, before they go for personal interview. If you don't qualify these two rounds, group discussion and aptitude, you are not allowed to sit in interview. Then do you have the required technical knowledge? Whatever course you are pursuing, do you know the technicalities of the course? Then you have to collect some information about the company, about their products, about their culture, about their future plans, about their achievements, and who are their competitors in the market. If you show that you have this much information, then this gives them direct impression that you are genuinely interested in their company, right? Then there are certain universal principles. To succeed in an interview. किसी भी इंटरव्यू में सक्सीड करने के लिए कुछ यूनिवर्सल प्रिंसिपल होते हैं, you have to follow them. Prior preparation prevents poor performance. अगर आप पहले से प्रिपेयर होते हैं तो आप poor performance को prevent कर सकते हैं, रोक सकते हैं, right? Then what are these preparations? The very first thing is mind your body language. Your body language has to be confident from the moment you enter the interview room. When you enter the interview room, you have to knock the door gently 3 times. Then you ask for the permission to get inside. When asking for the permission, many students, what they do, they just open the door slightly and let their face visible to them. Don't do like this. Open the door and let your entire body visible to them, right? When they allow you to get inside, walk with firm steps. Chest should be out, head should be straight, and you should walk towards them with firm steps. Put pressure on the ground while walking, right? When you reach there, then greet them well. If there are more than two members, greet them like good morning to you, sirs. Suppose 2 male members and 1 female is there, then greet the female separately. Good morning to you, sirs, and good morning to you, ma'am. Separate greeting for female member, right? Don't sit unless you are asked to sit, right? जब तक नहीं बैठना तब तक वो आपको बोले नहीं, right? When they ask you to sit, thank them and sit on the chair. When you sit on the chair, always enter from your right side and occupy the full chair. पूरी चेयर पे बैठना है आपको, ऐसा नहीं कि एज पे बैठ गए आगे. Occupy the full chair. Keep your backbone straight and head straight and make the eye contact, right? Then what to do with the hands? You can either put your hands on your thighs, or you can keep them like this, loosely clasped, or like this, fingertips are touching. This is the confident posture. And your feet should be touching the ground. ऐसा नहीं हो कि पंजे पे हैं या एड़ी पे हैं. Feet should be touching the ground completely, right? And when you answer them any question, lean 10 to 15 degrees towards them like this when you answer them, and then get back to your previous position. when one member asks you any question, start answering the question while looking at them, and during the answer look at the other members as well. And when you are finishing your answer, look at the man, at the person who has asked you the question, right? And this is how you answer the question, right? Then suppose question is not clear, something is not clear to you, then ask them for clarification. If you don't hear something, then there is nothing wrong in asking for the clarification or asking them to repeat, right? So body language, then you have to get physical. You have to really get physical, like the energy and enthusiasm you show them at the time of interview. There is direct assumption that you will bring the same dynamism and drive at the workplace. जो enthusiasm और energy, pleasantness, confidence जो आप शो करते हो इंटरव्यू के समय, उसी से वो डायरेक्टली एज्यूम करते हैं कि सेम चीज़ हमको वर्क प्लेस पे भी मिलेगी. So you have to be pleasant, confident, keep smile on your face and be energetic. Your body, entire body should reflect the energy, right? So you have to really get physical. While answering the question, look directly into their eyes. Don't blink your eyes repeatedly several times while answering the question. Then, dress for the interview. As you see, a soldier doesn't feel like a soldier unless he is in uniform. Same is the case with the lawyer and doctor. So unless you are not in proper attire, you don't get that comfort and confidence. आप में वो comfort और confidence नहीं आता जब तक आप अच्छी uniform में नहीं होते हैं, right? So either your college uniform or have a light shirt, dark pant or a blazer, and your belt should be of the same color of your shoes. They should not be separate. अलग-अलग कलर के नहीं होने चाहिए. Your shoes should be well polished and you should look neat and clean, right? And you should look fresh. So you have to really dress for interview well. Then what we do, we usually practice in mind only. There are commonly asked questions, 10, 15 questions are there which are usually asked in an interview. And how do we prepare? We just prepare them mentally. What you have to do is you have to write the answers in your own words, edit it, modify it, rewrite it, correct it, and make a better answer, right? And then you have to practice with them. Don't practice in mind, practice loudly as well. When you practice loudly by reading loudly your answers, it makes your answers crisp and concise, right? So you have to practice loudly as well as mentally, both. Record all your answers of the questions and observe your body language, your voice, show the video to your friends and ask for their opinion, and like this you prepare for all the questions. Your course, for either you are doing MBA, BBA, engineering कोर्स की ड्यूरेशन आपकी 2-3 साल या 4 साल होगी एट द मैक्स. एंड इन 4 years you have to prepare only 15 questions well. सिर्फ 15 क्वेश्चन आपको तैयार करना अच्छे तरीके से, so that you can answer them confidently, right? So do this, prepare well yourself. Then listen carefully. Whatever the interviewer is saying, listen what they are saying and why they are saying. Suppose what, and try to understand what is the purpose of asking, what is the purpose they have before asking the question, right? Suppose they ask you, tell me about yourself. ये क्वेश्चन क्यों पूछा जाता है? This question is asked because वो जानना चाहता है, because how you speak, आप बोलते कैसे हैं? Do you prepare for this important occasion? क्या आपने इस important occasion के लिए अपने आप को prepare किया है? Do you take pride in the course, particular course you are doing? क्या आपको उसमें प्राइड महसूस होता है जो कोर्स आप कर रहे हैं कि ऐसे ही कर रहे हैं? So they have certain things in their mind. Every question has some purpose. Suppose if you say, sir, I am doing MBA, and on the other candidate who says, sir, I am doing MBA. So one candidate is giving them impression that you really feel proud in doing MBA, and other person is giving the impression that you are simply just casually doing the MBA, right? So this is how they interpret the meaning from how you answer to a question, right? Then use of language is very important. Many students are disqualified because of they use the wrong word, incorrect sentences, incorrect grammar, incorrect pronunciation. So you have to take care of all these things. Use the good words and correct grammar and pronounce the word correctly so that they can listen you well. Right? Then many students do have the tendency to give the elaborate answer. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट जो होते हैं बहुत इलेबरेट लेंथी आंसर देते हैं, जब तक उनको रोका नहीं जाए जब तक वो रुकते नहीं हैं. सो मेक योर आंसर क्रिस्प एंड कंसाइज. अपने आंसर्स को छोटा, क्रिस्प और कंसाइज बनाए. राइट? यू हैव टू गिव द स्पेसिफिक आंसर. राइट? डोंट इलेबरेट एंड ओवर स्ट्रेच इट. राइट? सो कीप योर आंसर शॉर्ट एंड क्रिस्प. राइट? Then don't eat something that produces stink, like a garlic, onion या आपने कुछ प्याज खा लिया या ऐसी कोई चीज़ खा ली जिससे आपके माउथ से स्मेल आ रही हो. So it leaves very bad impression on them. So don't do such kind of things. Right? Never ever talk about your personal things because it is a professional situation. So don't get personal. Right? And many a times they want to know something like if they ask you that what can you say, what do you say about your college or about your faculties. So you should always talk good about them. Suppose if you are saying the negative things about your faculties or about your university or about your college, तो ये वैसा ही होगा जैसे आप अपने परिवार की बुराई किसी के सामने कर रहे हैं. राइट? और दे विल डायरेक्टली अज्यूम दैट इंटरप्रेट दैट दिस पर्सन विल कंप्लेन फॉर एवरीथिंग एट द वर्क प्लेस ऑल्सो, कि ये व्यक्ति वर्क प्लेस पे भी ऐसी ही कंप्लेन करेगा, ये अपनी फैकल्टी या कॉलेज या यूनिवर्सिटी के बारे में कंप्लेन कर रहा है. Whatever may be the situation, whatever may be the reality, but never talk bad or ill things about your college, university and your faculty. Right? Then never use negative body language. Right? Don't hold anything in your hand, pen, pencil or anything while answering them any question. Some people have the tendency of moving their legs like this, है ना, while sitting on chair, अपना पाँव हिलाते रहते हैं. So avoid this kind of body language. Don't touch your nose like this, ears, and scratching the neck, touching the hairs, and rubbing your hands like this. So these are all the sign of negative body language. So avoid all this negative body language when you face the interview, right? Then many times they ask you some questions. कई बार वो आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं and then you immediately jump on answering them. Never ever do that. Even if you know the answer well. अगर आपको आंसर बहुत अच्छे से आता है तो भी एकदम से आंसर नहीं देना उसको. Just give them impression that you are thinking and then answering. Think for 3 to 5 seconds and collect your ideas, arrange your thoughts and then answer. Don't jump immediately on answering their questions. Thinking before replying, before answering is the hallmark of a wise man. It is the sign of wisdom. ये बुद्धिमानी की निशानी है कि आप सोच के रुक के बोल रहे हैं. Right? So do this during the interview. Right? Then be confident. Confidence has to be reflected in your voice, in your tone, in your body, in the way you communicate with them. Your confidence has to be reflected in everything you do. Then you have to try to be natural. बी नेचुरल बिकॉज नेचुरल थिंग्स लुक बेस्ट. जितनी भी चीज़ें नेचुरल होती हैं वो ही बहुत सुंदर होती हैं. सो ट्राई टू बी एज यूजुअल एंड नेचुरल when you appear in an interview. Then when the interview is over, thank them. By saying thank you very much sir and ma'am for interviewing me, and I hope for the positive outcomes, positive results. Thank you very much, right? And then when you leave, when you turn back to get out of the room or hall, don't look back. जब आप वापस जाते हैं, बाहर निकलने के लिए उठते हैं, तो वापस से पलट के नहीं देखना है. Walk with firm steps, don't turn back, and when you get out of the door, close the door gently, and then you leave. So like this you complete your entire interview preparation and interview process. In the coming lectures we'll discuss all the commonly asked questions one by one, and if this video has helped you in any way, or if you learn even slightly little things about from this video, please subscribe the channel, share it with your connections, and like it. Thank you very much for watching. Keep watching and keep growing. Thank you so much.